you guys been up to?
Volleyball.
Yeah. You guys planning on seeing Beetlejuice?
No.
I kind of would like to.
You don't want to see it at all?
That's crazy. You didn't like the first one?
It's fine.
Okay.
I'm not complaining. If somebody invited me to go, I would go.
I just saw the first one. I mean, I watched it as a kid, obviously.
Yeah.
But we just saw it twice when you guys walked in. Hello,
God damn it, Joshua.
boys, gals, and non-binary pals, and welcome back to the judgiest place on the internet. My name's Josh.
My name is Rick.
And my name is Christian.
And we are the Judgies. Back, and here we are, Friday the 13th than ever.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Spooky, dude.
Do you want to hear? You look like you had something to say.
Yeah. You know how in the old Stewed, first setup, we've got that cute shot of us all hugging, and we haven't been able to recreate that, but now I think we could.
I do have a shot of us hugging from something,
like a stream probably or something.
Yeah, I think it was the live stream episode.
Yeah, but we're all cute today, so bring it in. Bring it in. Okay.
Cut that for season 6.
Thumbnail the entire time.
Fuck.
Did you have something to say?
I'm just glad we didn't say the name the third time.
Correct.
Yeah, for sure.
I really thought we were going to, and I was a little spooked.
Christian,
I don't want that pest around us.
Should we tell Josh about the occurrence that just happened in our driveway?
That was a wild thing.
It was nuts, right? That was weird.
It was weird.
So Christian had walked out to go to his work van before I walked out, and I had said bye to my mom and Olson. And this dude was walking his old ass beagle in front of on our sidewalk, whatever. And we locked eyes. He looked away and he locked eyes with me again, and he looked away and he locked eyes with me again. And I was like, hey, and I was walking towards him, AKA also towards my car.
In a random direction.
And he goes, I had a Kamala Harris meatloaf tonight. And I was like, what? He's like, I made a meatloaf that looks like Kamala Harris, and I ate it, all of it.
Is that a skin tone racism comment? Is that he actually designed
pulled up a picture
of his meatloaf or of Kamala Harris?
Both. It was a side by side, so I could compare.
Consider it.
Okay. Gen X, when you see this in your Facebook groups, please send it to us, because I didn't get to see it. I heard him say it, and I was like, red flag.
Left me.
I said red flag. I'm getting in the car. I got it because the guy was stopped. He stopped directly behind our car. I was like, I have to send him a message that we're trying to fucking leave. So I'm turning the car on so he gets the message.
Yeah.
Yep. And it was a meatloaf. It did look exactly like Kamala Harris.
Did he actually make it, or was it just a stupid fucking Facebook thing?
Ooh.
He said he made it.
He wouldn't lie to
He
a
said
neighbor.
that for her hair, he used black bean spaghetti.
Oh, he went, okay. If he has the deets, then he definitely made it.
He said he could only get that at
I was gonna
Kroger.
say, he said a specific grocery store where he had to get
You
it.
can get them at Walmart.
Okay. Well, he told me that he could only get it at Kroger.
Interesting.
But it did look exactly like her. Also, he showed it to me in the raw. So I don't know what it looked like cooked.
After cooked, yeah. Are we...
Yuck.
Do we fear it was a pro or anti?
I have no idea.
That was my exact
Where
question.
is this
As we were
guy's
driving away.
He
political-
did say, as I was getting into the car, I was like, that was gross. I told him, that's disgusting. It was creepy. And he laughed and he was like, yeah, but I've done it for all of them. So, and I was like, well.
All of who?
The presidents.
Yeah, he did Donald Trump. He did Biden.
That's all of them. Yeah,
we forgot to tell you about those ones. He
Yeah.
stops every election season. That's why I knew he wouldn't fucking leave if I didn't send a message.
That's awesome.
His beagle was cute, though.
Yeah. You should make a meatloaf of his beagle.
Okay.
Nah.
And put Snoopy side by side.
Nah.
Real quick Taco Bell story. I went there this morning.
Is that why you're wearing the shirt?
Tangentially. I recorded a part of my Glee video, and in it I needed to eat Taco Bell as part of the props. So I went there and I was like, I'll just pick it up now, and that way when I'm recording I have it.
Okay.
And I also need to get some energy drinks. So I go over there, I'm trying to put it on my app, it's not working.
Did you forget to drink those?
I drank one of them. And so I'm putting it in my app and it's not working. It's giving me a weird error where it's like, breakfast is not served at this hour. But when you went to the thing, it was like breakfast starts at 7 and it was like 8:45. And I was like, that's weird. pretty sure 8:45 is post 7.
You would think. Well, it depends on which
Time
side of the
zones.
Mississippi you're on.
Right. We were both on the same side of the Mississippi, I and this Taco Bell. And then I looked up the hours and they didn't open until 9. I was like, okay, that makes more sense.
Yeah.
So then I sat in this parking lot of a gas station for 10 minutes waiting until they came open. Put my order in right at 9, drove over there, and I was the second car, which is crazy to me. That
Yeah.
I already felt like an asshole ordering right at 11, or at 9, I mean. 9/11, oh my God. But I was like, oh, at least I'm not the first car. And I pulled up to the window, and this guy I've never seen there before. I don't go there in the morning normally.
I think it's funny that you hate when people recognize you as a regular, but you know.
Yeah, but they see more people coming to Taco Bell than I see people at Taco Bell.
That makes no sense.
Yeah. So, and first thing he says is like, oh, hey, how's your morning going? And I said, oh, not too bad. How about you? And he looks at me and he's just like, if you don't mind the swearing, it's been really fucking shitty. And I was like, oh, no. And he's like, yeah. And he's like, I mean, it could be worse, though, like at least, my head isn't falling off. And I was like, yeah, that's a good way to think of it. And he goes, your food will be out soon. And I'm like, now I feel like I did this to him.
Yeah.
And then he gave me my food and he's like, have a nice day. And I was like, yeah, man, you too. And he's like, I won't. And I'm like, what the fuck?
Have a nice day, bucko.
I was like, what?
Change the
Pal.
B.
What an insane interaction to have at 9:02 a.m.
Yeah. Woke up on the wrong side of the bed.
Yeah. Well, speaking of insane interactions, how about we go over to our P.O. Box? That's P.O. Box 58, Ottawa, Illinois, 61350, and we open up some listener submitted mail. Hi, Judgies.
Hello.
It actually says hello, the Judgies.
Hello.
My name is Delaney. I've been a long time lurker, but this is my first time sending anything in. I'm so freaked out about writing to y'all, so I'll keep it short. I love listening to you, even if sometimes I think you have some garbage takes. What the hell?
Oh, shit.
Is that addressed to you?
No.
I enjoy all of Josh's puns, even if they don't make sense. I still force a pity laugh.
Are you lying?
No, I'm reading it straight. Rick is the worst, and I miss the pink hair. And when I wasn't reading straight, it was actually Rick is the best.
Oh, okay. I do miss my pink hair as well.
And I love Christian's chunky reading. Anywho, whoop-de-woo, y'all keep pissing. I love, and I'll keep on listening. Best wishes for farts, faps, and laughs.
Farts,
Okay.
faps, and laughs.
Delaney. And then they also sent with great joy, Delaney and Noah invite you to share in their wedding reception, which was on July 26th.
Ooh.
Just missed it. Just missed it. And Erika, to your left, there's another letter, actually. So again, if you want to send anything, that's P.O. Box 58, Ottawa, Illinois, 61350.
This one says, you can say our names. Hello, Judgies.
Hi.
How many years do
Hi.
you think that was?
4.
Right on the money.
I
You read it ahead of time.
No.
I saw it was cursed. I handed you this one before, and then I opened up that one and saw it was cursive, and I said, that's an Erika note.
Tyler, the handsome man in the pictures, and I absolutely love your podcast. I started listening to you guys in the beginning of 2022 and fell instantly in love with y'all. I got Tyler listening shortly after, and we've never stopped.
Yeah.
For one of my birthdays, he got me one of your sweatshirts, and it's one of my favorites. Did you show Joshua?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Top secret.
Working on things. Speaking of sweatshirts, working on things.
They're getting married
No.
in a sweatshirt factory.
Why in a... Okay. And
It's
one of my favorites.
romantic. We're tying the knot physically and metaphorically.
What does that do with sweatshirts?
We constantly talk about the stories you
High-end
share.
sweatshirts send you with their little pull strings tied in a knot.
Okay.
It's cool now, guys.
yeah, you're
Erika
correct.
yells at me. She says it's not cool. And I go, oh, look at all the Gen Alphas. I'm Gen Alpha again. Just a reminder from last week.
We constantly talk about the stories you share and your judgments, and we are always singing "Ooh, weekly bonus episode" to each other because it lives rent free in our heads. We secretly eloped last October,
Oh.
but we are having ceremonies and a reception in different parts of the country in June. One of these places will be relatively close to you, as I grew up in the Champaign area.
Whoa.
Go Fighting Illini. Tyler and I will be driving from Utah to Illinois, and we've been painstakingly not listening to your podcast so that we can binge it on the trip.
I'm the taw.
That's smart. Oh my God, you are the taw.
You might not open this till November, teehee, and or probably won't attend our Illinois NUPS.
Ew.
Actually, that says reception, but it looks like nuption. Anyway, but we just wanted to invite y'all anyway and let you know how much we love what you do. Also, sorry, Erika and Josh, but Christian is our favorite judgy.
Yo, you like to hear that one?
We quote him all the time, and he makes us laugh so hard. Anyway, thank you for all the hard work that you do to make us piss babies laugh. Have an awesome day, beautiful pride, and hopefully we'll see you all in a few weeks. XOP, Tori.
We beat November. Can I say that? September is before November, so we beat your expectations.
Super busy that weekend though.
Yeah, what weekend was it? Was it
unless
my birthday?
it's at the American Football
June
House, then maybe
22nd.
I can I can pop in
It
for a
was
second.
June 22nd in Utah, and then
Okay, I'm the taw.
6/29
Okay.
in Indiana,
Okay.
and then on July 6th in Montana.
Dude, they doing a national tour? What's going
That's
on
insane.
here?
Yeah.
Got family all over the world.
We missed all three of them, unfortunately. Well, not really all over the world, I suppose. either.
Mr. Nationwide.
Did you forget to turn on the air again? Because I'm sweating.
The air was at 60 for most of today because it was hot as balls up here, and the camera overheated. So no, it's currently at 66. Can you still get pregnant from prenuptials?
Yeah.
And
Absolutely.
Is there a thing such as postnuptial clarity?
Unfortunately, I think there is.
I think a lot of people have post-nup clarity.
Interesting. Well, we don't just talk about prenups and postnups on this podcast. We also podcast on this podcast, and what that entails is us going online and finding silly little stories, and sometimes the magnanimous Christian Roger Kleckner does that.
He impresses me every time he says it. Highest compliments, honestly. I love to hear it.
Huh?
The word you say, the
I
high
don't know
compliments
what
and
it
not-
means.
I don't know what it means, but it's got to be good.
Speaking of, Olsen's been saying that constantly.
Yeah.
And he says it. It's so cute. He's been watching a lot of Curious George. He was sick last week.
Huh?
What?
It's just what he's been saying.
Oh, yeah. Anyway, he's been watching a lot of Curious George, and that's what Curious George does. He's a monkey, so he doesn't like say words,
Oh.
and he just goes, huh?
Why did I think Curious George talked?
He doesn't. He goes, wah, oh,
Why did it?
uh-huh, and so that's what Olsen's doing now. He doesn't say yes. He doesn't say no. He goes, uh-huh,
I was wondering where he got that from. I was like, do I do that? Do I do it enough that he caught it?
I'm also surprised that Curious George is for that young of an audience. In my mind, it would have been older.
He goes nuts for it.
What
He
age is
fucking loves Curious George.
what age is Paddington Bear supposed to be for?
I don't know. I've never
Probably-
seen it.
Probably the same age. They probably tell you 3. We got 1-year-olds watching that shit, if I'm being honest.
What about MVP?
I don't know what that is.
most valuable pups?
No,
Primate.
primate.
Fuck. Well, let's not stay on that one too long. I embarrass myself greatly here. Coming to us from Let's just take that from the top. Come to us from Best of Redditor Updates.
Ooh, we love that one.
A year ago, I broke up with my lying boyfriend. Today, I found out that everyone else is lying, and he is being truthful,
Uh-oh.
Including you?
including her. I've had this one saved for months now, and I keep forgetting to read it somehow. And it's so good.
Well, let's hear it.
That's it opened with a cough?
I mean, trigger warnings, betrayal, manipulation, false accusation, slander, sharing nudes without permission.
Trigger warning slander feels like doesn't need to be a trigger warning.
Honestly, I thought, here's the thing. The trigger warning was like blacked out, like spoiler.
Yeah.
And so I was like, oh shit, I better read this. And then I clicked in at the exact moment I read it, and I was like, these aren't, like, sharing the nudes is like maybe a trigger warning. Lying.
I get a lot of them, but slander feels strange.
I just feel like betrayal and manipulation don't, like,
yeah.
I don't know if they fall under like
That's like if you read
The
an
umbrella
Am I the
trigger
Asshole post and there was a trigger warning for swearing
Yeah.
For trigger warning, asshole. Like, well, yeah, that's
Yeah.
We're reading a Reddit story. We're expecting some slander.
We're expecting.
That's what makes it good.
Honestly, that's what makes it good.
And hey, call me a weirdo, but I like a little libel in there as well.
I was about to say, if we could dabble in the libel, it's pretty good. A year ago, I was about to move in with my first serious boyfriend, Josh,
What the heck?
with whom I was head over heels in love with.
That's your first mistake.
When one of my closest friends said that Josh had shown them a nude photo of me on his phone when he was drunk during a party. 5 or 6 more of our friends corroborated the story and told me that Josh also talked in extreme detail about our sex life when showing the photo. It was like sickeningly detailed.
This sounds like classic Josh material.
Yeah.
Knowing that this was all a lie.
Yeah.
And Josh would never. Josh would never cross these boundaries.
Yeah.
I feel like I know a Josh that would.
Uh,
I'm not saying you.
Unfortunately, about every other Josh I know except she would do this.
middle name Josh, and they just go by that.
No.
Fuck, really?
You wish.
My first name's actually Michael, then, and my middle name is Josh, then,
It's worse.
and I go by Josh.
Yeah, I know a lot of bad Mikes and Michaels.
That's
too.
why I go by Josh.
Fair enough.
It's a lose-lose situation here.
I'm going by my last name then. How many bad of those do you know?
Just the one.
A couple.
Yeah, a lot more. Yeah,
Just you.
yeah.
This did not sound at all like Josh. When I asked him what the fuck was going on, he denied everything. He eventually got very angry and started calling all of my friends liars. At one point, he showed up at my place while some of them were visiting, and things got a little physical. It's kind of hot. What the hell? It was really a very strange turn of events in my life. Josh seemed so worked up, and all of my close friends were calling him a liar. Josh had taken photos of me on his phone, which I know was stupid, but heat of the moment and everything.
And you consented, it sounds like.
So I trusted my friends and I broke up with Josh. It was heart-wrenching. Josh begged me to believe him. He started tearing up, nearly punched the wall, red flag.
No, nearly. That's a green
Almost.
flag. He shows restraint.
Okay. God, I want to punch that wall so bad.
He's just like boxing right in front of it, like,
He nearly punched a hole in the wall and then left angrily.
Wait, does that mean he punched the wall but wasn't strong enough to make the hole?
I added hole. I
Okay.
wanted to zhuzh it up.
Because that's different.
Yeah.
Nearly punched the wall. Hey, that's pretty good for a Josh.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I suppose.
That's one of the best Joshes it could be, honestly.
That's yeah, least
is high praise.
That's least problematic Josh right there.
Nearly punched the wall and left angrily. I was really grossed out at the time and felt super conflicted. A few months later, I started dating one of the friends, Alex, who told me about Josh showing everyone the photo. All my friends were pushing me to date Alex at the time, but we didn't really sync, and it didn't go past a few months. But we remained friends of sorts. Today, another friend sends me a message that says he wanted to get something off his chest. Uh-oh. The narc. The story about Josh wasn't true at all.
Narc seems a little harsh in this instance. The hero, really.
Yeah, but you better be ready to get stitches. That's all I'm saying. The story about Josh wasn't true, and we're really trying to get me to date Alex. So they made up that story about Josh.
That's insane behavior.
Yeah, to get a whole group on that's crazy. After talking to a few of the other people, including Alex, it all came out that they were all lying. It was this fucking orchestrated bullshit event that totally changed my life forever. Apparently they hated Josh and thought he was bad for me and an asshole. That was my fucking decision. I'm shaking right now. I cried in the office bathroom for about 2 hours afterwards. I loved Josh so much. We were planning a life together. I've been friends with that group since high school. What the fuck?
I wonder if he was bad for you was that like they were like growing out of the friend group because they had a different life path and they were pissed about it.
Yeah.
Very possible.
Yeah. They seem like a group of guys that punched the wall.
Yeah.
Yes.
This guy has already worked back to nearly punching the wall.
I mean, like, how cool is Alex that he got a whole group of friends to fucking lie for him?
Yeah, I mean, Alex seems pretty sick.
He's got to be.
Unfortunately.
He's got to be
I
a little
disagree.
charismatic.
He's like a
Sick
young
and twisted, maybe.
a young Bam Margera, where you're like, that guy's cool, but I don't want to be around him.
Yeah. I guess I'm supposed to stop talking to my friends, right?
Yes.
I can't possibly come back from this and still talk to them, right?
Correct.
This is
Because
basically
what else are they lying about?
Yeah. This basically nukes my group of friends. But how could I ever even look at them again?
Yeah.
Also, I need closure with Josh now. Can I call him? Should I
Yes.
call him?
Yes.
Should I unblock him on Facebook and message him? What do I do?
Yes.
I wouldn't call because a call feels too direct and it's forcing him to like, because it's probably definitely is pretty traumatic for him as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would text or Facebook message. That way he has the time to read it and he
Process.
gets to decide when or if he responds.
Did we do we know how long they were dating?
Not long enough.
Let me go.
I don't think they said, but
I
they
don't
said
think
they
so.
were planning a life together, which makes you feel at least 6 months.
At least.
Yeah.
I mean, Christian, you proposed after 6 months.
I mean, months, years, hey, semantics, you know?
Decades, yeah.
I mean, technically it was after.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
You know,
Christian,
thank you.
I've always said
You've always had my back.
Christian's always waited at least 6 months to propose.
At least.
Emphasis on the at least, yeah.
Really bold and underline that at least.
8 years later. Sure.
Which really is just, 6 months.
I mean, 8 years is the 6 months of years, you know?
No.
Interesting.
Okay.
Okay.
Sucks to hear. I thought you were maybe by that one.
Well, because we're on year 15. So.
yeah, that's
the-
like if you were in college and you dated for a year. That's like year 15 of.
No. What I'm saying is year 8 isn't like the 6 months because 6 months is a halfway point.
Mm-hmm.
And we're on year 15.
Mm-hmm.
So 8 would not be the halfway point.
Round up, though.
So like 7 months. I don't.
Yeah.
We're pretty close. I was pretty close.
No, unfortunately. You're wrong. Anywho.
That sucks. 1 week later, even though everyone seemed to think that this was a terrible idea, I sent Josh an email on Friday.
Who said it was a terrible idea? Oh, the
I'm
Reddit.
assuming
The
Reddit.
Reddit post. I'm sorry. I was like, you can't trust your friends telling you it's a bad idea.
Also, it's not a bad for him to for you to say, hey, I've come to realize this was
Yeah.
all a lie. I'm so sorry. I
Yeah.
should have listened to you.
Yep.
Not expecting anything back. Just wanted you to know.
Yeah.
I've copied the email here. Josh,
Yes.
I don't know if you're still connected to anyone on Facebook, but if you
No.
are, you probably already know why I'm sending this. And I know it's totally unfair and selfish to contact you, but I can't imagine going through the rest of my life without apologizing. So before I say a bunch of embarrassing things, more than anything, I want to say that I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I didn't trust you. I'm sorry I let other people decide our relationship, and I'm sorry for what I put you through. But I figure this might be my only chance to say this. So here comes the really lame, embarrassing stuff.
Okay. So far, everything fine.
Yeah.
I also don't blame her that much for doing it. If you have an entire friend group telling you that it happened,
Yeah.
It really is like,
yeah, you've known your friends longer. Why would they lie about this? So far, everything's
yeah.
A-okay. I do fear we're about to cross a line.
Yeah. I feel like literally the only way that like you could have had more proof than your entire friend group saying it is like them showing you the picture or something. Like
Yeah.
that is literally the only way you can have more proof.
But even like she knew that he had pictures of
Yeah,
her.
exactly. So it's like-
yeah. And he was drunk. Like
Yeah.
there's,
Here comes the really embarrassing stuff. I spent the last day thinking about the past year. Where I would be if I believed you. What my life would be like. Would we be engaged? Would we be married? I'm not over you. I want to try again.
No.
yeah, I think this part didn't need to be.
I'm not asking you to marry me, but if you ever find yourself thirsty, I'd love to buy you a beverage of your choice.
Okay.
Oh.
We know,
Yeah,
no, we know what they're. You thought you're slick with that one, a little double entendre going on there.
If you ever find yourself thirsty, I got a very wet vagina.
Oh my
and
God.
it's ready to be drank.
Ew.
It's
I know
got
this-
electrolytes in it. It's what the plants crave.
Oh, geez.
I know this really spot at the corner. It's called G. Did I say really spot? I know this really great spot at the corner. It's called G.
I want to talk to you again. I miss everything about our relationship. I miss you getting annoyed when I stole your French fries. I miss fighting with you over money.
Oh, so you suck. You're a bad girlfriend.
That's crazy.
She's stealing money and French fries?
No, they fight over money. She's girl mathing, which also includes French fries. She doesn't need an order of French fries, but yes, I do need a half of a French fry order.
You steal the man's French fries. You take his cash and then you dump his ash. Justice for Josh.
I miss making breakfast with you. I miss watching The Office with you over and over and over. I miss you. My information's still the same. I would not blame you if you ignored and deleted this. Just know that I know I'm really sorry.
And you're a bad salesman. You don't give your target
an out.
Yeah, you don't end with, you can delete this. You end with, do not delete this. It will automatically blow up in 30 years.
Honestly, it'd probably work better if you just said, please, 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 please.
I mean, yeah.
So I sent it and tried to take my mind off of it. Just writing and sending it was extremely cathartic. I spent Saturday morning sitting around watching old movies when someone rang my doorbell. I assumed it was Amazon, so I ignored it and waited for the delivery driver to leave so that I could sneak out and grab the package. I was in my robe.
Oh, come on.
Okay. Okay, I think I know where this is headed. Holy shit.
Oh, my God.
Things got a little
can't
physical.
pay my Amazon bill this month.
After a minute or two, I walked over to the door and looked through the hole. Holy shit. This is getting freaky. It was Josh. Obviously, my heart leapt into my throat. I had been compulsively checking my phone for a response, but I was not expecting something like that. Everything in my house, including me, was pretty disheveled. I cracked the door, smiled, and said hi, and told him that I had to get dressed really quick. What a terrible interaction. So I ran around my place, throwing shit into corners, pulled my hair back, found something to wear, and went back to the door.
An hour and a half later.
That's just that Sunny from Clyde with a Chance of Meatballs scene. Where,
yeah.
You ever watch that movie? He cleans out his treehouse, and then she's like, here, watch this video real quick. And it's like, you think he's just watching a YouTube video? And it's like, I can't believe I've been watching this for 2.5 hours.
You've never seen the movie?
Myself. That's one of my favorite
I saw it in
movies.
high school.
It's one of my favorite ones.
It's a good one.
Watched it in like chemistry or something.
Josh is here and he says, I'm here for that beverage. Josh is hot the whole time. Did we expect that part?
I mean, yeah, bad timing, right? Just say that before she spends all that time doing that.
Yeah.
It's implied what beverage meant.
Yeah. I only had orange juice and water, which was also pretty embarrassing, but Josh stuck around anyways.
Yeah, he wasn't there for the drink.
I didn't have his favorite, whole milk.
Genuinely?
No.
Oh, okay.
Warm whole milk
Red
with
flag.
an oatmeal cookie.
Oatmeal cookies go hard.
He didn't ask many questions, really. I started to talk about the nude photo incident, but he said he didn't really care to talk about it. We both know all of the details now. The conversation eventually grew a bit aimless, and we were just talking like old times. It was wonderful. He asked me if I was hungry. I wasn't really, but of course I said I was.
For some yuck.
We went to a nearby burger place that we used to go to all the time. He did ask whether or not I had dated Alex. He didn't seem to be upset by my answer. I asked him if he dated anyone.
Why that got me so
Yuck.
He had a 6-month relationship in the interim. She sounded great, but I didn't pry. When we got back to my place, Josh asked what I was doing for the rest of the day. I don't have plans. So we spent the rest of the day together. And then the night. It's totally stupid to move that fast, but I'm not going to spend much time worrying about it. I'm feeling happy. We spent part of Sunday together too.
Yeah.
And then Tuesday and Wednesday. We discussed what we were doing. 2 single people dating each other was the consensus. Exclusive?
okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think the world of him and will always regret what happened. No matter what, though, I'm extremely happy I sent him that letter.
Okay.
It's interesting to think that if he actually done whatever he...
It was an email. Is that what you're thinking?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Letter is really zhuzhing it up.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's like, how
It's
did
a
you
lot more romantic. I'm so glad I sent him that message in a bottle.
That paper airplane.
I wished upon a star at gmail.com.
It's interesting to think that if he had actually done whatever you accused him of, and they took him back, I would probably have trust issues. Now, obviously, I trust him to the core. He could tell me the world was flat, and I would have trouble questioning him. Just a weird thought I've been
Red
having.
flag. Red flag.
That's not healthy for you.
So that's the story. We're together again. Will it work out? I hope so. But no matter what, things are better today than they were last week.
Wow.
So wait, what's the update? The update is that he came over?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Cool. Nice. Good for them.
Yeah, that was overall just like a,
Fake story. Yeah.
maybe. I just like a nice little feel good ending,
Yeah.
Sometimes you get the worst. And
Should I have saved it for the end of the episode if case has like
You got bad ones?
Well, you never know.
I don't know. That's why I asked you.
I don't know. I
That's-
don't know how you guys are going to take it. I kind of got a
fair.
dark, sicked up, fucked up sense of humor.
Yeah, that's fair. That is fair, actually.
This one,
Is there a worst of Redditor updates where it's just Reddit stories with updates, but the story sucks? It just is like boring and doesn't matter.
interesting.
It's-
I hope not, because I feel like they shouldn't land on the best of, I
That's
feel
why you
like
said
that's
it would be the worst of.
Yeah. Like worst of Redditor updates, and the original post is like can't find my keys, and it's 7 paragraphs about them being like, I thought I left them in this bowl, and I checked it, and then it's just that going over and over.
I left them in my work pants from yesterday.
Update, they were in the key to my ignition, like my ignition, and you're like, okay,
That, actually,
Poor, you don't have push button.
Whoa.
whoa. What movie did we just watch? We watched a movie, and it was called. We just watched it. It was called Bitch, all capital letters. That's what we watched. I just had to do a roar before we started recording. I was like, what movie did we just watch? Because I was going to say, have you guys ever seen Bitch? I saw it when you two walked in, yeah.
Say that
I
for
would have
next
been
week.
offended.
But we watched it because I was like, this movie looks like
No,
dog
in all
shit.
capital letters.
Oh, that's fine then.
And it's this movie, and it's one of those movies that's like about mental
Wait.
health.
Is it a movie?
Yeah, it's this movie about mental health. So like,
Film.
the wife is like she like tries to kill herself in the opening scene, and it's because her husband sucks and her kids are annoying, and the rest of the movie she spends like she has the mind of like a rabid dog type beat,
Okay.
and it's like about mental health and like depression and yada yada yada.
So like she's thirsty, but she can't really swallow water. Her
She
body's
spends
become
most of the movie
hydrophobic.
in the basement covered in her own shit.
Oh.
Yeah. It was an insane
So
movie.
was this a feel good movie?
No. Well, at
Okay.
the end, it kind of was.
Oh.
Could not tell you why I started talking about this. There was a reason. There was a reason, but I can't remember now. Get to your next story, bud.
I think you wanted to call me a bitch.
I don't think
that's
so.
really it.
I don't think so at all, actually. It wasn't a good movie. It was fine, actually. It wasn't as bad as we thought it was going to be. It was labeled as a comedy, and boy, not a lot of comedy in
Yeah.
that movie.
That's how I feel when I went to go see the movie Funny People.
Yeah. Well, that one you might think is a comedy.
It's
You don't read bitch and think comedy, but it was tagged as comedy.
yeah, true.
It wasn't even tagged as drama. It was just comedy.
Hey, sick, dark, fucked up sense of humor. Is that what it was?
Maybe.
Josh, you're gonna hate to hear this after I read the story, but this one, to me, a little Josh coded.
Okay. Like I would have done this. It's like not a story that I would enjoy.
It's almost something you would do. Not the exact scenario, but I
Okay.
feel like the follow up you would do. The last couple sentences you would do. I feel like here, from r/today I fricked up.
Interesting.
Today I fricked up by trying to rub one out in my new room.
It's fair.
Very Josh coded.
Hey,
I'm rubbing one out right now.
we're gonna take it from the top one time because I left out a big thing here,
Okay.
and I'm just I read context. I don't even read all the words.
Just read it.
I need to defend myself. Oh, you're gonna cut it? You're gonna edit? Fuck you. Today I fucked up by trying to rub one in my new 1-room apartment.
Rub one out in your new
One
room
room, so it's a
apartment?
studio.
It just says rub one
Oh.
in my new 1-room apartment.
Well, I mean, if you have a genie lamp, you got to do it. It doesn't matter where you live.
Today I moved the last bit of my stuff from my old apartment, And after having a long day, I wanted to unwind. So I sat down by my laptop by the only table I have and went to my ordinary sites for adult content. After searching through a cardboard box to find my setup, and after unzipping and getting down to business, I realized that the bed sheets that I placed to cover the one massive window in my new apartment might not be enough to cover my private business.
How?
How did this epiphany come to me? You may ask. Well, that's literally what they have here. Well, I left the window slightly open since it gets incredibly hot in here.
Okay.
And I heard my new neighbor on the other side of the lawn with the balcony facing me say, I think he's masturbating.
Oh no!
Thereafter, another voice speaks up. Yeah, you can see the silhouette.
No way.
I quickly stop what I'm doing.
Do you have a fucking spotlight behind you? Like you're on a fucking production at a fucking theater? What do you mean?
Oh, I can't watch porn on full brightness?
Are you standing fully
I thought
sideways?
this was America.
Like standing like this with your dick out? Like, what do you mean? How can they tell you're cranking it, man? Well, I have so many questions. It was a fucking scene from Austin Powers.
That's all I could think of.
What?
I quickly stopped what I was doing, and now I'm sitting here in my one-room apartment, wide awake, among cardboard boxes, IKEA bags, and garbage bags full of clothes.
You have to pretend like you're sleeping or something.
Contemplating my life decisions. Unfortunately, I can't move once more when I just newly arrived here.
Yeah, you can't break lease.
And then first comment says, now you just have to sit at the desk with the window wide open watching TV in front of your computer, shaking a protein shake or something.
Yes.
That's similar to a jacking it motion.
Yeah.
And then turn and make eye contact and wave to them. Problem solved. Easy.
That's pretty smart, honestly.
Put up a flyer that's like running competitive dice tournaments. Like something. Anything that does this motion.
Quick. Order a shake weight. Or get a shake weight. Quick. I bet you can get it next day on Amazon.
How the fuck? It's insane. And it's insane that your silhouette was so clearly you cranking it.
Yeah.
It's one thing for them to have heard it, but for you to be visibly. Now, what part am I here?
The comment. I guess, is Josh going
yes, yeah.
In my head, Josh, anytime you do something slightly embarrassing, you're like, no, I'll remedy it super easy. And then you somehow you double down on the embarrassing.
Yeah. I mean, I said you have to like pretend like you're sleeping, or like you have to like recreate that motion in a way, and then go outside and be like, oh, hey guys, I was just, fucking doing.
No.
Yeah, like you have to do that.
No.
Oh, I got is this freaking gum stuck to my shirt? Oh.
You went outside and go, who's jacking off? Over there.
Wait, what window?
Can I say, fuck these neighbors?
That's crazy.
If I see someone cranking it, I'm not being like, that dude's cranking it. In the privacy of my own home, I'm sorry. I thought this was America.
Yeah.
Let me crank it. It's your problem for looking in.
All right, soldier boy, calm down.
Thank you. I've always been wanted to be called that.
You're welcome. Is that a new hat?
Relatively new.
I like it.
3 weeks ago.
It's a cute color.
I bought it from Target in the girls' hat section.
Ooh.
And Aurora says it's going to be
slay.
too small for your head. And I said, fuck you, Aurora. I'm buying it anyway.
And then I had to have it set to the biggest setting.
I got it tailored.
You can tailor a hat.
I don't know. I didn't actually do that.
I mean, if you go to Yo Hat Dog, he could probably tailor a hat for you. Hey, all my deep lore heads are gonna get that one.
Yo Hat Dog. How about
Josh
we go
knows
to
who Yo Hat Dog is.
How about we go to Yo Ad Dog?
See you on the next side of this. Bye.
And welcome back on this side of the podcast where we like to open up with a little thing we like to call the
Circle George. What the hell? It's the Circle George.
And this is a oft requested circle George that I don't do super oft, but here I am.
Is this Auroraisms?
No, I have one Auroraism on top. You want the one Auroraism?
Yeah.
Auroraism, let me go to it. It is my pussy got hard. I don't remember the context, but we don't need it.
I told you to write it down.
I know.
It wasn't mine.
I figured
It wasn't. I can't remember. She said write down the context, and I was like, I'll remember the context, and could not tell you.
You know,
Could not tell you the context. It wasn't her pussy that got hard, and it wasn't mine. We are doing YouTube comment section music video reviews.
Oh, yeah. It's been a minute.
It's been a while.
Yeah.
So I think what's funny about these comments is reading it, and then I'll tell you the song it was on.
Okay.
So this is from Jesus Christ DD8UX 4 years ago.
She did what? She ate who?
DD8UX. 2000s kids, we did it. We made it all the way to 2020. We lost a lot of good people, also gained a few. We've done amazing things as well for the past 2 decades, so let's enjoy ourselves the rest of the year before we become adults. Wow, this is the edit. Wow, I can't believe it's been 2 years since I made this comment, and look how much we've grown since. That's 10,000 likes.
This feels like a graduation speech. Is this on the vitamin C?
Close. Do you have a guess?
Something by LMFAO.
Very, even warmer. This is Scream and Shout by will.i.am and Britney Spears. and the picture is the thumbs up Jesus.
Okay.
Is that from the movie?
Jay and Silent Bob.
Yeah.
Dogma, I think, is what it's from.
Yeah. This next question, or not next question. This next comment is from @worshipnight803.
Okay.
And the picture is Jesus on a cross.
Okay. Is there a theme?
There isn't meant to be. I was about to die from an overdose in my apartment in Miami all alone after so many drugs. I went to grab my phone and I couldn't even see what I pressed. And out of nowhere, YouTube started and this song played. My heart was beating out of my chest, and then the room turned white and I felt at peace. My heart slowed down and I survived. Jesus Christ is real, people. He saved my life. 1.9 thousand likes.
You go first. I think I got a pretty good guess on this one.
Okay.
Something is a part of me. Is that Corn?
Okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah. It's something. Yeah.
I know that's pretty good. I think it's Somebody You Used to Know by GOTA.
Interesting. This, you guys had a 0% chance of getting this. This song is This Is Our God by Phil Wickham. And now this song came out last year, January of last year, and the only reason why I know it.
This song came out last year.
Yeah, is there's a popular Colts super fan who made a song, and he goes, "This is our Colts, this is our team, we bleed blue." But the song is "This is our God, this is our something, we love him." So yeah, that song saved that person's life in Miami.
How are you overdosing? That song accidentally comes on.
Yeah,
You know?
he opened up his phone and it accidentally came on, and they can't lie in the YouTube comment sections.
That's true. You get banned if you lie in the YouTube comment sections.
Okay.
Yeah. Jessica, this is from Dean Villarreal 147. Just got off work like an hour ago, smashing some 16-ounce Bud Lights, jamming as much classic country as I can. I got the day off tomorrow. I haven't had some brewskis all week. That's 1.1 thousand
Curling some
upvotes.
1 pound cans.
With a response from Random Nobody 6434. I don't drink buddies, but I feel you, soldier. Dated a girl with your last name, by the way.
Might have been your mom.
And now the country, the accent, we know this song. This is a hometown staple of ours.
Ooh, shit.
It's the Chicks.
It's not the Chicks.
Goodbye,
it is,
Earl.
It is not that.
Does that mean I get another guess?
Yes, it is a male artist, male country artist. I've never heard of this male country artist before.
Oh, fuck.
I'm pretty sure this is his only hit. So he's a one-hit wonder. So you have a better chance at guessing it. I will say beer is in the title.
I have no idea.
Doesn't help me at all, actually. I have not a clue.
Uh,
I was really hoping it was going to be like Dina Carter or like Shania Twain.
Chun-Li Briggs.
No, this is Billy Currington's I'm pretty good at drinking beer.
Okay.
Never heard it.
I thought you were going to say Billy Corgan. I was like, the guy from Smashing Pumpkins.
No. No, from Illinois, though. You believe that?
Yeah, I did know that.
Did you know Illinois is the #1 pumpkin producing state in the nation?
Interesting.
That's why they're called the Smashing Pumpkins.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. I thought
Yeah.
it's just because of like a past teenage hobby they had.
It probably is, but also the other one's true. What? What's not true?
Pumpkins?
But Pumpkin, Illinois stat is true. Not them naming it after that. That's pretty good at drinking beer, which, hey, what a sad song.
Yeah.
The song's about him sucking at everything, but he's pretty good at drinking beer, which is arguably a very easy thing
How
to do.
did you stumble upon this song to find that comment?
That one I intentionally searched up, like old. I was thinking of like old country songs that I haven't heard in years, and I thought of pretty good at drinking beer.
He music mapped drunk on a plane and then just
I'm
went.
getting drunk on a plane.
I think I've had that on this series before. I could be
I
wrong.
hope so.
6-year-old me loved this song with my whole heart. 7 years later, not a single thing has changed. This song still hits with a thumbs up emoji. 7.1 thousand likes from Emily-JP7KG with an anime profile picture.
Okay, that's what I was going to ask his profile picture.
Yeah.
So liked it at 6.
Liked it at 6, and 7 years later, so when they were 13, they were still saying not a single thing has changed.
Okay, so.
And Erika, you were close before with a guess. I'll say that.
Is it LMFAO?
No, wrong
It's
guess.
Korn.
Close to Korn.
Oh, shit.
No, it's not Disturbed.
Creed?
No,
Slipknot?
colder.
Power Man 5000?
This is Monster by Skillet.
Okay.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Power Man 5000, huh?
Yeah.
What a fucking poll.
Yeah, is that Rob Zombie's brother or is it the lead singer of Korn's brother?
It's Rob Zombie's brother.
Fuck.
Erika,
I didn't know
Aurora,
that.
Aurora, tell me how Monster by Skillet goes.
That was a good throw. I don't remember.
Monster.
Wait. I feel like a monster.
Monster. Yeah, thank you, Ricky.
Dang. That feels.
Hi.
That's given like WWE wrestling.
Imagine a 6-year-old being like, love this shit.
They probably were watching wrestling.
I'm popping off to this. And then 13 years later, they went back.
No. 7 years later.
Sorry. They went back and they're like, I got to leave a comment
well,
on this shit.
it's now been 13 years. They still went back and it still actually
Well, now they
pops
know
the
how to
frick off.
spell.
True. It's true. Not well.
Well,
This is from
Absolutely cooked their ass.
this comment is from an account that I believe the account had like 7 million subscribers.
Okay.
Christian, look up this account on YouTube. It's LOL-cringe. So they post like,
Okay.
and you would think it'd just be like, oh, it's YouTube short subscribers, but they post like full-length videos, and let me tell you, they're not good videos.
They're legit cringe. 22 million subscribers.
Okay, and this comment was left 7 months ago. It has 409 likes, and it says, "This is one of my dad's favorite song. He is only 51 years old, and he died 18 days ago due to his cancer. Until now, I still miss him. So when I'm sad, I play this song, but I don't cry. Thanks for the love and a lot of advice when you were alive. Advance happy birthday to us this coming March 22nd. You will always in my heart forever." And I don't understand.
poorly written.
Yes, I don't think English is his first language. I
Okay,
think he's like Ukrainian or like that area of the world.
I don't know much about him, but there was a huge update on LOL-cringe from 2 months ago.
Like the video was titled "Huge Update."
Yeah.
That's funny. I just think it's really funny to have an account with fucking 22 million subscribers.
Yeah.
Tweet this shit, man. Put it as a YouTube community post. Don't leave it as a comment on a YouTube video. That's weird.
Yeah. Well,
Guess the song. You'll never guess it. Guess
I'll
the
never
song.
guess it.
You'll never guess it.
Can we get like a genre?
Goth synth.
Is it Skrillex?
Aurora's about to kill you now.
That's not goth synth.
Neither.
It's not goth
nor synth. No.
some-
If I say goth,
something by Morrissey.
no, not that close.
Who is goth?
If I say goth, there.
Aurora's gonna fucking
If
punch
I say
me.
goth, there should be one band that comes to
Bauhaus?
your head.
Yes.
And if I say
It's not
synth,
by them, but they are goth.
if I say synth, that should also lean it in there.
I don't know.
It is Just Like Heaven by The Cure.
Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
They're like they invented goth,
Yeah.
kind of. He
See,
doesn't.
this is how.
Robert Smith doesn't take credit for it, but
denies that
he
it's
did.
goth, even though he looks like that.
I mean, there's the one song that I tell you that is just a goth song. Every time it plays, I go, I would never expect Erika to
I
listen to
have
this
a
song.
confession.
Okay.
You don't like The Cure?
I don't know any of their songs.
Oh. The Cure is one of those bands where
There's songs you know, but you don't know what they're
yeah,
called.
The Cure is one of those
Okay.
bands where once you hear them, you're like, oh, that's The Cure. Like Aurora's a huge The Cure fan, and when we started dating,
First favorite band.
we
First crush.
she started. We just we listened to him, and it's like, oh, that song's by The Cure. That song's by The Cure. And then we saw him live. It was like just banger after banger
Yeah.
after banger.
When we did karaoke the first time, that's exactly what happened. We were like,
Yeah,
put on a Cure song, and I was like, I don't know any. And then you played like 4, and I was like,
yeah.
huh, who would have
Yeah.
thought?
Just like Heaven's a really big one.
What's Joy Division? What kind of goth? Okay.
This last one is from Diana Heading 8136 from 2 months ago. I'm 44 and white, spelt WHYT. My nephew was killed in 2022, and he always laughed that I loved this song. Today it came on, and I called his mom, my sister, to tell her, Fetty Wap is making me cry. I want Tyler back.
You spoiled it.
It's a little bit of a spoiler. Can you guess what song it is?
Hey, what's up? Hello.
It is Trap Queen by Fetty Wap. What an insane fucking comment to leave. 750 likes.
Gone but never forgotten, Tyler.
And that is YouTube music video comment sections. Again,
good. Very
The
good.
comments are insane.
it's why I love them
I just want
because
to know, what are you typing in to get here? How are you finding the song? Like, what are you doing to find the song to find the comment?
I mean, so like the very first one, like Scream and Shout, I was watching because I was writing my Glee video, and I was like, I just remembered like the song Scream and Shout because there was a Britney Spears episode, and I was like, remember that song? And we were listening to it, and I just started scrolling. Like, that's how this became a thing. Is like that's what I do if I'm watching a YouTube video, especially if it's a music video. I immediately go to the comments and I just start reading.
yeah.
And it's always people just sharing the most insane things, and it's like I've said this frequently. It's like I don't understand commenting on social media posts at all. I'm grateful people do it because it gives us a platform, but especially on a fucking music video, it's so strange. And like most of them are just made up, and they're for whatever reason trying to generate clicks on a YouTube comment section. I don't know why. So that was that one. The next one. Or a couple of them, like the Scale by Monster, Aurora specifically. Like we sometimes we'll just sit here and think like, what's a funny song?
Yeah.
What's a funny song that you could find an insane comment about someone talking about how their dad's about to die?
Yeah.
And so then we just do that and we just hop around songs. It depends. Sometimes it's like actively I'm trying to look for more. Like the last couple there, I was actively looking for more because I'd already naturally found a couple.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. But I think that's what's funny is like obviously some of those comments, like the one about his dad dying. It's like that's a very sad comment, and like that sucks to hear.
Yeah.
Why the fuck are you leaving that on a YouTube video?
Yeah. Wrote a whole obituary for your dad on YouTube comments.
Like, bro, he ain't gonna see it. I don't know what to-
Hey, you don't know. They might have YouTube up in the old.
Just like heaven. Oh my god.
Full circle.
Wow.
We don't.
A perfect circle.
What does that have to do with anything?
Okay, band.
Yeah.
Bigger fan of Tool, if I'm being honest.
Oh.
Hey, we don't just read YouTube comments here. We also play listener submitted sounds. This sound comes to us from Holden.
Thank you, Holden.
Hi, you can say my name. It's Holden.
These
Holden.
nuts.
Hello, Judgies.
Boo.
I have an abhorrent sound for you.
Oh, great.
My friend who's a metal musician made this as a joke, and it serves as my current alarm. He gave me permission to send it to you, and I can't stress enough, it's really bad. We intend to make an actual good one to send in at some point, but for now, here's the horrible sound. And all listeners, if you want to skip it, this is 30 seconds long. But just in case you don't want to skip it, I need you all to open this fucking pit up. Thank you, Holden.
I could have done without that, Holden.
I was going through the emails today. I normally go through the emails before we record, so about once a week. And we got a couple listener submitted sounds, and sometimes like someone just sent one in. They were like, "Hope you still like low quality listener submitted sounds." And in my head, I'm like, I don't. It depends. It depends, right? Sometimes I do. The one that they sent, it's not for me. And I listened to this before because it was an interesting title.
Yeah.
And I immediately thought, I'm never playing that. And I'm just glad that you do, bud, because I would have never fucking played that sound.
Sometimes you gotta give people love. I know metal's. I get it. Black metal's not for everybody, especially low quality black metal's not for everybody.
Yeah, recorded while your phone was underwater. Yeah.
But there's some metalheads out there that are like glad that I gave them a fucking second.
Oh, for sure.
Right?
I was waiting for the better. They said they're going to send in a better quality version. I was waiting for that one.
Here's the thing. I'm hoping this lights a fire under their ass.
Okay, yeah. Prove me wrong.
Yeah, Holden, get it together. I need something better than that.
We're going to hold your feet to the fire.
And if the next one's actually fucking fire, I'll get up and I'll start fucking. We'll start moshing in here. We'll move the table out. We'll start moshing.
We'll open the pit.
We'll really open this fucking pit up.
Yeah. Peach Pit.
Good band.
Also a good band.
Mega Mango.
Love them. Everybody go listen to Mega Mango. They're so good.
Tell them the Judgies sent you. Please?
We're mutuals with them on Twitter, man. Just DM
I don't
them.
care. I don't want to DM them. They're young and cool. I'm old.
How old are they?
20s? Early 20s, probably?
Oh, okay.
You think so?
Actually cool.
Mid 20s at most.
At most. They are so cool.
I mean, I think like the singer and the bass player met at like art school or something.
Art school.
That makes sense.
Is it a play on the fruit or the video game?
Mega Mango?
Yeah.
Great question. I have no idea. The fruit. I think
they are fruitcore, so.
Yeah, that's what they call their genre of music is fruitcore.
Oh, they're so good.
Let me just move this so I don't forget because I forget every week. Hey, and after our listener submitted time, we always have a listener submitted story.
And where can they send those in at?
Real quick.
Pod@gmail.com. JUDGIES pod.
Yeah. Speaking of music, honestly, it's the change of the season. So, you know what that means.
Bratfall.
Yes. But just in the change of the season in general, it's time for Fleet Foxes.
Interesting.
It sure
So,
is.
everybody go listen to Fleet Foxes.
And you won't be listening to anything from Nightmare Before Christmas, correct?
Why would I do that?
Because it's the change of the season.
No.
It is the change of the season. You said that.
I did,
Yeah.
but it means it's time for Fleet Foxes, specifically Helplessness Blues.
Okay.
Also, Nightmare Before Christmas is a Christmas movie.
Thank you. Thank you. Aurora disagrees. She says it's a Halloween movie and it is explicitly a Christmas movie.
I've never seen it.
I get it. It's Halloween themed, Halloween core to it, but it's in the title.
Yeah. It doesn't
What
say.
can I say?
It doesn't say Nightmare Before Halloween.
Of course, I'm watching Halloween Town on Halloween.
I'm watching Christmas Town on Christmas.
Thank you.
Don't ask me what I'm watching Easter Town on.
I went through Walmart today, and they have their Halloween stuff up
Yeah.
and also their Christmas stuff up.
Oh,
Yeah.
that stinks to hear.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Christmas stuff is wild.
I can't do that.
Halloween stuff, they've had it up for a bit, and I was already pretty PO'd because they got rid of the football shit.
Freaking
Wow.
And I wanted to get more $1 plates, actually.
Let's just submit a story coming to us from Faye. What's up, my judgies? It's your main they, Faye. Back at it with my bullshit.
I like that.
I have another story for you, so buckle in. For a little backstory here, I used to live in a small alternative hippie area of Ohio. I loved living there.
Is that where they are eating the dogs?
Yeah, that's Springfield. Yep.
Interesting. Do you think they just had Springfield because there's Springfield in every state and they're like, SEO, this is going to be great?
Yeah, 33 Springfields in the United States, folks.
The first two...
We should say we don't actually believe that they're eating dogs.
Yeah.
Let's get on the clear side of history here.
If we've
Yeah.
got 33 Springfields in 50 states, I feel like
One of them has to be.
No.
no,
Oh, okay.
not at all.
One
actually.
has to be next to a Shelbyville.
No. Wait,
Get in the
isn't
comments.
our Springfield kind of by Shelbyville?
I don't know.
Pretty sure. Anyway, I was gonna say that we might as well just make it all 50. It's like
Right.
it should be like a national requirement.
Honestly,
if you're gonna
yeah.
be a state, you
Yeah.
have to have a Springfield.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. That's a very cold take, actually.
Okay.
Also, yeah, we don't the dog shit. It made me break my fucking Facebook. I've been a lurker for fucking years, and they broke me on Facebook. I had to come out of retirement on Facebook and start yelling at people, dude. It's bad news. For a little backstory.
Sorry, he was making that exact noise as he's yelling at people, typing furiously. He's like, "Oh my god!"
I was just sitting there like, I want to bash my fucking brains in.
It was very funny.
For a little backstory, I live in a very small alternative hippie area of Ohio, and I love it there.
Lima.
For the first 2 years, at least. Then all my friends moved out, and I lived in the house with 2 strange men I met on Craigslist.
What?
Clearly, the survival instinct skipped a generation. The story centers around one roommate in particular, Blake, 40-something male. But the other roommates were also hell, but not quite as creepy. The first thing I noticed about Blake was his love for alcohol.
Hey.
The day he came to see the place, he was drinking a big can of beer in a paper bag. I told him about the area, including some bars, and the first red flag happened. He said,
Wait, I thought the first red flag was the beer in the paper bag.
That's a pretty
Wow.
big
So
one.
second red flag is
The first one's free.
honestly,
No.
you come in, they come in drinking a tall boy, and it's like, okay, this dude kind of parties. And then you learn that he's 40, and you're like, ooh, I thought you were just like a rough 29. He's actually a really good 40.
It's actually not bad for 40.
But then here's
And
the
he was
actual
drinking
red
a 40.
flag. He said, maybe you could take me to a bar sometime.
Oh. Why
And
is,
winked.
okay.
Yuck.
Okay.
You don't do that when you're trying to freshly move into somewhere.
yeah.
How are you even like have...
How did you not say
This is
no
Josh
immediately? If you
I know you're a good Josh, but this is such Josh behavior coming from you right now.
From me?
You're one of the good ones.
Coming from me, it's Josh behavior?
Yeah.
if
You're-
he's
you're
already
acting like
trying
a
to flirt
typical
with
Josh.
you while he's like touring the apartment, like don't let this man near you.
Maybe he had an alcoholic eye twitch. Maybe he said, maybe you can take me sometime. And then he went, "Ugh," and he was about to say, because my license is suspended from DUIs. Maybe I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt
I think
here.
Blake was an alias. I think this guy's name was probably Josh. And that's why he's freaking playing devil's advocate over
His
here.
middle name was Blake, and he went by that.
He's playing Josh was advocate
He was
over
really
here.
burying the Josh.
He winked at me, and my autistic ass thought it was weird, but like, so are all the other social situations. So I brought him inside.
That's so funny.
I showed him his future bedroom that still had someone living in it at that point, and Blake literally asked my current roommate if Blake could have any of his stuff. Did he talk about himself in third person like that?
He's a negotiator. Sue the guy.
The roommate was an absolute sweetie and gave him half of the stuff in the room.
Okay.
Insane.
What if they didn't want it? It's better than throwing it away.
The worst you can hear is no.
Hey,
Once he moved
the
in-
roommate did cut everything in half, and it was a very poor way to split it up.
Once he moved in, he started getting weird.
Started
Weirder, I guess.
He's been weird the whole time.
Every time we went out, he asked if I wanted anything. I'm talking 3 times a day. I'd always say no, and he would get me candy anyways.
Okay, he's a thoughtful roommate.
Then my laundry started disappearing.
Oh no.
He shared a washer and dryer with the apartment on the first floor of the house, and my neighbor had a bad habit of leaving her clothes there.
Okay.
There's a stack of her clothing on the table in the basement, and when she got to them, about a quarter of it was missing.
He was doing the laundry for them.
Oh, I
No.
can't do press service for you guys? I can't.
No.
I was worried that your delicates would get ruined, so I took them to hand wash them in my room.
Blake also locked my cat in the basement. And when I finally found my cat, he sent me a text thread that is so unnerving. Blake, did you find your cat? Me? Yeah, he was in the basement. Oh, do you need anything? No, I'm just going to go to sleep. I can help with that. What?
That sounds like he's gonna murder you.
I think I'm good.
He has some melatonin. The previous roommate left half of it.
No.
Then what are we even doing? I think you have the wrong number. I guess I do. Dot 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 dot. A lot of dots.
Respectful king.
Then the
No.
power cut out.
Oh my God, that's a nightmare.
That's terrifying. That is awful.
The first time it happened, I blamed it on the wiring because this was a not nice house and was wired weird. I went to the basement to see what was going on, and every
Brave.
breaker in the whole house had been flipped off.
Oh.
Intentionally.
Weird, I thought. So I turned them back on, and that was that.
They tripped.
Then
All of them tripped.
that happened again. But this time, when I went into the basement, Blake was there, sitting in the dark on a chair in the middle of the basement that honestly looked like you could have filmed the Saw movie there. I saw that the breakers were flipped again and yelled at him to stop fucking with the power and to leave me alone.
You are so brave.
At
It's
that-
stupid, but brave.
At that point, I had had enough and didn't feel safe anymore, so I went to live with my parents until I could get a different place.
I hope he took your cat.
According to my neighbors, he didn't come back to the house after that night.
Oh.
It was a ghost the whole time.
No one's lived there.
Anyway, sorry for the novel, but you can get some good judging out of this, I'm sure. Including judging me for being a dumb bitch. Love you,
Dumb
babes.
bitch.
Faye.
Faye, come on. You gotta do better, bud. You gotta do better. You could have died.
Did they say how old they were?
They did not say.
Oh, man. I mean, hey, I've always said this is why you don't live with 40-year-old men.
Yeah.
Hey,
I'll
not to...
keep that in mind. The moment you turn 40, out. You can
Well-
come back when I turn 40, then it's normal, but
You know what? Hey, that sounds like a sounds like a midlife crisis here, and I'm all about it. I'm gonna rent a convertible for an entire year.
live out of a van.
man, fuck you.
Oh, I'm the bad guy. You kicked me out of my house and my child's
Josh told
life.
me I had to.
Yeah.
Oh, now you believe Josh.
Yeah.
You've hated Josh forever.
That's true.
According to our listeners, I have, but
That's right.
Well, they were onto something, it sounds like.
genuinely have never hated you.
Oh.
Just so you know.
Until
The feel-
today.
the feel-
I
Feeling-
actually love you, Joshua.
The feeling's mutual.
the hell?
Can I say that?
What the
that
hell?
you hate me?
What?
What did you say?
The feeling's mutual.
And what did I say?
That you loved me.
Oh,
I just said it like I was being rude.
that's what got me. That's what confused me.
And I think the 3/4 of a bottle of wine might have.
He's been drinking it too.
I've been sipping.
I don't know why this is all of a sudden attacking me.
This one,
You turned the gun around on yourself.
this one feels like a very Christian coded story. From r/ today I fricked up. Today I fricked up by doing anything I want with my friend when I won a game of Mario Kart against her.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
no. This is a real Blake move.
Question.
Yeah.
When you say today I fricked up,
Yeah.
is that an actual subreddit?
No.
I feel like it should be. No cursing.
Interesting.
It's the same subreddit, but just no cursing.
Interesting.
My
I can't. It does feel weird that there's so many Am I the Assholes, but only the one today
Yeah.
I fricked ups.
Yeah, how did they corner the market so hard?
Well, I think it's more so that like it's sort of like what happens when there was a subreddit that was like public freakouts, and then it got filled with like right wing shitbags, and so they
Yeah.
made actual public freakouts, and then it got filled with right wing shitbags, so they
Yeah.
made actual public freakouts for real this time. Same thing with like the Am I the Assholes is like once they got to a certain point, it just gets filled with
Just AI bot shit.
yeah. So you just keep making your subreddits.
My friend and I would enjoy playing video games together, but on several occasions, she would want to up the stakes and make things more interesting.
Okay.
Her proposal was that if she won a game of Mario Kart against me, she could do anything she wanted with me. And if I won, I could do anything I wanted with her.
Okay. So this seems very flirtatious, very
Yeah.
sensual,
Okay.
very sexy.
Yes.
Little did she know how good at Mario Kart I was.
She might have known.
The first couple of victories were harmless enough. I'd win the race and I'd say things like, "You gotta talk like Wario for the next race." Or,
Okay.
"I gotta borrow your DVDs." Most of which were wildly amusing and diabolical for me to ask of her.
Sure.
Absolutely diabolical moves right now.
I do fear that your next one is gonna jump the frickin' shark.
But the thing about it is that I kept winning. And being being the dope I was, I thought I was on a hot streak getting all this free stuff from her. And I played it up like I was some kind of pompous court gesture gallivanting across the courtyard. Every now and again, she'd put the same offer back on the table, and I'd keep winning. And she'd make her frustration known the more she kept losing races in Mario Kart. And it didn't help that I'd brag about my victories within our circle of friends, celebrating with invisible trophies and spraying imaginary champagne.
You're texting people that you're winning at Mario Kart?
It's invisible champagne. I'm winning at Mario Kart so much.
Hey, is that guy jacking off in there?
I just won Mario Kart. I'm actually really good at Mario Kart, neighbors. It wouldn't be until we were older and grown apart that she would disclose to me that she was a little upset by the whole thing.
Yeah.
Because she would practice playing Mario Kart for hours before racing against me in the hopes of winning. And the reason she wanted to win was because she found me to be handsome.
Yeah.
And didn't know how to initiate this attraction she had.
Yeah.
The whole time she was hoping that I would ask her for a kiss from... This whole time she was hoping I would ask for a kiss from her whenever I win. But me, being the dumbass I was, just kept asking to borrow her Linkin Park albums and draw buff kittens with sleeve tattoos.
This is a very Christian coded story.
This is crazy, brother.
So not only did I miss my shot with my friend, I also broke her heart every time I would clinch victory from her on the final lap.
I do fear that she maybe could have just said, like, you don't want to kiss me instead.
Performing the miracle last second overtake maneuver or cackling like a cartoon villain whenever the spiky blue shell of doom would nuke her dreams.
How
do you not get it? When she's like, if you win, you can do whatever you want to me.
Specifically to my body.
Correct.
That is
to me.
That's such a specific way to be like, please fuck me.
Correct.
Nobody is like, do you want to play Mario Kart? By the way, I'm going to lose 20 times in a row.
Well, she's very competitive. I thought she was just trying to get better at the game.
This is the opposite of that story we read a long time ago, like season 1, where the guy got like pissed that the girl beat him and then like stopped being friends with her. You remember that? This is a long time ago. That's so funny. I'm glad it was that way as opposed to him like going like Wario talk, Linkin Park albums. Now you gotta suck me from behind. And then she broke up with you as a friend.
Yeah.
That's what I thought was gonna happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's, you know what? When you go to Red, that's what you're expecting.
Yeah.
You're expecting the worst.
That's in Today I Fucked Up.
Yeah.
This is Today I Fricked Up.
Yeah. It's
No swearing in this one.
Oh, you know what?
Yeah.
That's fair.
Suck from behind is a swear word in 70 countries. Yeah.
One final one.
Yeah.
How does that work?
And it's going to be a spooky one since it's Friday the 13th.
Trying to work it out.
Sucking from behind?
Yeah.
You gotta be a fucking freak about it.
Long mouth helps. Yep.
Oh, Josh.
Yep. We're talking Squidward trying to blow a bubble here.
We're talking the Scream picture. The Scream painting. That guy can suck from behind.
That dude, yeah. Why do you think he looks like that?
This is the suck it from behind face.
Suck it so good I get wavy. Yeah. Suck it so good it looks like a kid drew me with crayons.
Oh my God.
There was some TikTok I just saw. Someone was like, they were like trying to figure out. It was like they put up 2 versions of the Scream by that. I can't remember his name. And they were like, which one's the real one? And everybody kept picking the wrong one because the real Scream looks like dog shit. The ones that we see in like books and shit, like the res gets like blown out, so all the strokes get put together. Obviously, it was a choice to do it like that, but it's just really funny. What's his name? Like, that's not Monet. I can't remember the name.
I have no idea.
I'll look it up.
Scream
for you.
I'm pretty sure he's a one-hit wonder of an artist, but he really knocked it out of the park.
No, he did other cool shit, but he was an awful, terrible person. I don't remember his name.
Aurora says he was an awful, terrible person.
Edvard Munch.
Munch.
Oh my God! Of course, Munch is eating it from behind.
That's what that Ice Spice song is about. Yeah.
It does look like it was just drawn with a crayon.
Yeah, it looks terrible. Which is
that's
just
crazy.
It's just funny because that's not what we remember seeing it like, right?
No,
like,
not a.
Yeah.
Huh.
And like you look at Starry Night and you're like, that's good, even though it's like large strokes. It's so funny. Look up the picture of Edward Munch's the munch, the scream, and you'll be surprised.
All right. Last story of the night. Just a quick reminder, spooky one because it's September. There's Friday the 13th.
Ooh.
And it's only the last story of the night if you don't go over to our weekly bonus episode.
And I guess I got a theme going here. From r/today, I fucked up.
Oh my
Oh
god.
my god, this one's gonna be bad. Someone's getting sucked from behind, I fear.
Today I fricked up by being too much. Today I fricked up by spending too much time on the bidet.
Oh yeah, I mean that's the French way to get sucked from behind.
Oh my god.
This happened a few months ago, and the results are still lingering.
Do you have to?
I woke up early in the morning, and the first thing I did was to go to the bathroom and take a dump. As I usually do. After shitting, I stood up and went to use the bidet next to the toilet. European.
Interesting. Japanese.
I opened the faucet. No, Japanese have it on their toilet. You're crazy.
What about Animal Crossing? Animal Crossing has separate bidets.
It's very possible. I guess I just assume Japanese toilets are always so futuristic, I feel like you hear about.
Oh, yeah.
Well, you know what they say about assuming.
Yeah, and they make an ass out of you.
And ooming. Wait. What'd you say?
I opened the faucet, as usual, and let the water run up through my ass.
Okay.
However, I had the habit to simply relax this way, filling the cold water while I scrolled through YouTube stories. And after about 5 minutes, I felt like one of my ball hairs was just being pulled.
5 minutes is pretty wild.
Oh, but I can take a 5-minute shower? Okay.
I don't understand how these work because there's no like seat on them. So are you just doing a squat for 5 fucking
Doing
minutes?
a wall sit.
That's a great question.
Are you just standing like bent over a little bit?
Yeah.
Giving it a little twerk every once in a while?
We need to know the ergonomics here.
I felt like one of my ball hairs were being pulled. A very sharp and acute pain in a single spot on my right ball. In the first seconds, I thought that was literally it. That somehow my hair was being pulled by accident. However, the pain continued and started to intensify and spread.
First few seconds is crazy.
I urgently stood up from the bidet, my ass still wet, but I wanted to see if there's anything on my balls. There's nothing visible, especially because of the hair covering the skin. Not groomed, okay, European. However, as I looked down to my legs, I saw a creature crawling in my inner left thigh.
Creature of the night.
I instinctively grabbed it as fast as I could and threw it wherever I could, trying not to squeeze it so it couldn't sting me. From seeing the creature to throwing it elsewhere, about 1 second passed. In this short time, I identified it as a centipede.
Ew.
My balls began to hurt even more, and I started moaning in pain. Okay, freak.
Moaning.
I fucking hate centipedes.
Oh, fuck. That centipede just sucked it from behind.
Stop.
The extra arms are for.
Oh my god.
That's awful. What a nightmare. What happened next?
My wife, that was sleeping until then, ran into the bathroom asking what happened. I said that a centipede stung my balls. We looked for it in the bathroom, and after a few minutes, I lifted the rug and we found it there hiding. As soon as I lifted the rug, it ran away against the wall and simply disappeared, crawling between 2 tiles. To this day, I'm impressed there was almost no space in between them, but it could squish itself enough to get in there?
It's like an octopus.
Between your balls and your leg or the wall tiles?
The wall tile. Or the floor tiles.
Both.
Impressive.
How do you not feel that coming up your leg?
My balls began swelling and became red. The venom was spreading through its surface.
She's got to suck it out
After some hours,
from behind.
we decided that I should go to the hospital to have the doctor see my balls.
To suck it out.
The doctor said that as long as it doesn't progress further or start producing pus, it should be fine.
If the doctor sucks it out from behind, it's not gay because you can't make eye contact.
Yeah.
What does it matter if it's gay?
That's the medical. That's how you have to do it.
Yeah.
Right, but what I'm saying is, what does it matter if it's gay?
Because then he wouldn't be able to donate blood in the future.
Thank you.
And then I know that's a fucked up, archaic rule,
Thank
but
you.
I'm just saying.
So the doctor has to wear socks, suck it from behind, And to be fair, I guess the doctor's fully clothed regardless.
And you have to have an apple in your mouth.
And you have to have an apple in your mouth. That's right.
Keep them away.
That's keep him away. That's right, to keep the doctor away. Yeah.
The doctor then prescribed. The doctor then prescribed me a painkiller, and I had a shot. The pain of the venom lingered for an entire week, but even today I can still feel a little pain in the skin. And the place where its forcepules pierced me. Forcepules? What the fuck?
Yeah, it really feels. I guess that's
That sounds made up. All my entomologists is getting the fucking comments.
What do the people that know a lot about words need to know about centipedes?
Well, they know about forceptuals.
Yeah,
that's
they
a
don't know
word.
what the word. It's in
For
the dictionary.
sure. Yeah, for sure.
And it's possible to see 2 small points in the place where I was stung. The end.
Yeah.
And to this day, I still have to get sucked from behind.
You know, I actually just learned that the apple a day keeps the doctor away thing was because apples are like natural teeth cleaners.
Mm-hmm.
They help
Interesting.
get stuff from out of your teeth,
Yeah.
which meant that you didn't have to go to the, like, you were less likely to get tooth infections and like abscesses and shit, which means you were less likely to go to the doctor.
Yeah.
That probably also means you weren't going to the barber either, right?
How
To the
All my old heads
barber.
are going to love that shit.
Okay.
Back in the day, the doctor and the barber were usually the same guy.
and you think there's someone that's alive that is old enough to know that and also listens to our podcast?
My old
Yeah.
heads are going to go fucking crazy for that shit.
I will say I went to the bank and turns out we're rich, which is great for us. But also they
Hold on, was that? Ka-ching, ka-ching.
the person, it was the person who did our bank setup for
Yeah.
the business account, and I haven't seen her. I haven't talked to her in a long time. She must work a different hour than I normally go in, and she was like talking to me like she knew me, and I was like, do I know you more than just the person who did our bank account?
I felt like she was talking to us that way when we were setting it up.
Yeah,
I know her.
but she was so nice.
Oh.
She's so nice, and she's just like, so how do I listen to your show? And like,
Like
we're in
it's
the
a secret.
we're in the
Oh,
middle
you haven't been
of
listening for the last 3 years, you fucker.
we're in the middle of the lobby, and she's like, I just feel like there's so many podcasts, and it just seems overwhelming. And I'm like, it's like one of those things where she's kind of talking quietly, so then I start talking quietly and coy, and I'm like, yeah, you just like look up like the podcast, and she's like, so what would I say to my Amazon Alexa? And I was like, okay, plug queen. Yeah, you just say, hey Alexa, listen to the Judgies on Spotify, and she's like, that's it. And I was like, yeah. And she's like, I'll do that then. So if you're listening, bank lady,
We love you.
thank you. I told her it's explicit, so hopefully she doesn't get torn off by all the sucking from behind talk this week.
Yeah, she's going to start in episode 1 and it opens up with, oh, my balls are hanging out.
I forget about episode 1. I feel like I should go back and listen to it.
Back.
You know what would be a fun stream? Just going back and listening to like the first episode.
DVD commentary.
We're gonna start a second podcast where it's just us.
The Judgies
re-listening.
rewatch. The Judge rewatch. If you want to get more content where Christian and Erika will spill the tea about a wedding they just went to.
Also, there's some Facebook drama with people I know.
Also, there's Facebook drama with people Erika knows.
Christian
you can
won't
head
let me
over
read it
to
on the main episode, so it's Christian's fault.
patreon.com/judgiespod. $10 a month gets you weekly bonus episode. $5 a month gets you a monthly bonus episode. And for $1 a month, you get access to our Discord and ad-free episodes for life.
For
Hell
life.
yeah.
Erika, where the heck can they find us?
Wherever you're at on the internet, we're probably there too, so you can just go on and look up at Judgies Pod. That's JUDGIESPOD, baby.
Love you, frickers.
That was
Sorry, I thought the
early.
burp was the bass drop. Fuck.
It was.
That was a flavorful burp. You had Taco Bell today.
I told you that, but that's not the most recent thing I've eaten.
Judges love you. Bye.